Hey everybody, this is Dan Russell, and today I'm going to show you how the TriggerTrap Mobile device works with Android on the Nikon D600. So here we have the Nikon D600. It's set up on my Manfrotto tripod, ready to go to check out the time-lapse feature. So the first thing we're going to do is take out the TriggerTrap device. So when you get a TriggerTrap, you need to make sure you get the right model for your camera. So in this case, it's a Nikon the MD DC2 connector. So here you can see what the device looks like. So this is a universal piece that will hook up to both iOS and Android phones, and this is the actual DC2 connector. So that snaps in there just like that. Now on the D600, there's this little port here. It's marked to be used with the GPS, but it also works as a cable release port. So you can see that guy goes there, and there's this little notch here that you want to make sure you line up. Just going to slide that in there. Okay, so that's secure in the D600. And now what I'm going to do is hook up the 3.5mm jack up to this Nexus 4. So on the Nexus 4, the headphone jack's on the top. And then we'll start up the TriggerTrap device. So the TriggerTrap app is free for download right now. And so right here you can see some warning signs here showing that it's not active, it's not connected to the camera. So when you first get the TriggerTrap mobile app, you'll need to go into the settings here, go to camera setup, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to read that, but my preset is set to Nikon autofocus. However, it's important to note when you do time lapses, you typically want to use a manual focus, because if you leave the camera running for a long time and it starts hunting for focus between each shot, the outcome of the time lapse is not going to be too good. So what I'm going to do now is turn the D600 on. Put it on live view so I can frame the shot. So there, it's on live view. And here we go. I'm going to unplug this, plug it back in. See if the shot works. Alright, so there you can see I was able to take a shot, take another one. Alright, very good. So the first thing I'm going to show you with the TriggerTrap mobile app is just this time-lapse mode. So we'll set the gap between shots to be, we'll say 5 seconds. Alright, and now we're not going to do anything with the shutter or focus times because that's set up on the camera. Right now I have the camera set to shoot at f8 and it's at 640 with an ISO 800. So it's actually it's in aperture priority mode. So it's going to keep the constant f-stop at 8 and the shutter speed will adjust based on the light. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. There we go. So now you can see it does a nice countdown, and then 3, 2, 1 until it does the next exposure. So we'll let that one run for a while and then we'll see what the outcome looks like. Let's try a time warp this time. So we'll try to get around 300 photos again. Well, we can't take 300 photos over 80 seconds, so we'll take it over about If we have enough light to do this, we'll try 25 minutes. That's good enough. So easing in, easing out. We'll try in and out and see how this looks. So right now, the camera is still set to f8. I'm going to crank it down a little bit because it's getting darker. We'll do that. .8. What will happen now is as it gets a little bit darker, then the shutter speed will slow down, but we'll still not have too much motion blur as long as we keep it there. And we'll go ahead and start it. So you can hear the shutter speed is slowing down, the gap between shots is getting longer. So we'll let that one run for a while.